Hello, we are thrilled to be part of the first Wine on Earth Taste-a-thon. We are at Scheid Family Wines in Monterey, and we are part of a family-owned winery that was started by Al Scheid in 1972. He decided that this was the place to grow grapes after many studies with the professors at UC Davis and getting guidance on where the best place that they felt would be to grow grapes for premium table wines. Monterey County has a lot of benefits in the climate and the soils, and it has a lot of benefits for growing grapes that we are able to take full advantage of. I'm here as head winemaker Dave Nagengast. I also got two other winemakers with Scheid Family Wines, Vincent Catala and Casey DeCesar. And we're here to taste some of the wines that we have and talk a little bit about the Monterey County, which is an awesome region to be growing grapes. Casey?
Yeah, so here at Scheid we have 12 estate vineyards. We have almost 39 grape varietals that we grow, and we're on a 70-mile stretch through Monterey County, so that puts us in 4 different Winkler climate regions. So we're able to be really diversified with the kinds of grapes we can grow. We also have this whipping Salinas wind that we can hear outside right now from the cool Monterey Bay, warm Paso Robles, heat rises, wind sweeps down the valley, so it creates a really long growing season for us, which really lets our fruit develop and hang on the vine. Yeah, so today we have a Sauv Blanc and a Cabernet. Vince is going to talk to you a little bit more in detail about the Sauvignon Blanc.
So I'm going to talk about the Scheid Sauvignon Blanc, and like Casey brushed on, we have different wine regions, and that our Sauvignon Blanc comes from 2 regions, which is Region 2, which is around Greenfield, Soledad, which is pretty cool and windy. We can get wines that are more mineral in nature, more citrusy, sometimes grassy or jalapeno flavors to them. And Region 3, which is a lot warmer, which is a little bit closer to Paso, south of King City. And there we get Sauvignon Blanc tend to be a lot more tropical. You get pineapple, guava, and other tropical fruits like that. And we'll get around and taste it together.
Yeah. So this is our brand new vintage, the 2019 Sauvignon Blanc. And we're going for more of a California Monterey style wine with this. It's not so aggressively grassy. It's more tropical and more guava, more fruit, with a crisp acidity that we get here in the cool climate of Monterey. And I love the Sauvignon Blancs here because they're so aromatic and fruity, and actually fairly complex for an aromatic wine like this.
Yeah, I mean, when you say guava, for me that just pops out of the glass, and the way Vincent was describing kind of the minerality you can also get from this region, it really makes a quite complex Sauvignon Blanc. It's probably my favorite style. It's kind of, for me, it's a cool blend between kind of that New Zealand and as well as the old world French. It's kind of its own unique style of Sauvignon Blanc, which I think is very approachable and complex and interesting.
Yeah, I agree. That's try to get the best of both worlds for all the vineyards we have.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so we do quite a few different aromatic whites in the Greenfield area. We have Gewürztraminer, Riesling, and you know, it's one of the exciting parts of Monterey County is with the long hang time and the cool climate and the soils we have. It just creates a very aromatic varietal characters, and but it holds on to that crisp acidity. So it's kind of a refreshing Sauvignon Blanc to drink. Some of the other things we have at Scheid that we're very sustainable oriented winery. We use 100% of our power, electrical power comes from a larger wind turbine we have, so we're 100% wind powered here. We're certified California Sustainable certification for all of our vineyards. We're working on 600 acres of organic vineyard right now. On top of being 100% sustainable, and there's a lot of, we've been here since 1972, Al Scheid, when he started this company, so there's been a lot of community interaction. We support the community around here quite a bit, and So it's a fantastic place to be as we've put some deep roots and a real community. We've got a lot of history here, and we're a real deep part of the Monterey region wine industry, and but also the entire community here. So I think a Sauvignon Blanc is very representative of the Monterey County region, and I think it's some beautiful wine. So that's our Sauvignon Blanc. Now we'll move on to the Kurtz Cabernet. This is a Cabernet Sauvignon from San Lucas vineyard. It's a specific block in San Lucas. Several years ago, when I first started in the business, Monterey didn't have the best reputation for Cabernet Sauvignon, and I think it was a lot due to the fact that the Cabernet in that time was planted in the cooler regions of Region 2 and even up to Region 1. And as we expanded the vineyard growth south and got into a Region 3 and Region 4 areas, the warmer spots, we discovered that Cabernet can grow really well and make some really great wines in Monterey County. And Kurt's block is named after Kurt Golnick. He's our Chief Operating Officer, and he's been managing the vineyard operations for several years now. And he has felt he identified a fantastic spot for growing world-class Cabernet Sauvignon, and he put it on the top of a hill, a southwest facing, actually it's more northwest facing hill on in San Lucas Vineyard. And it's we have 8 different clones of Cabernet Sauvignon planted there, so every year they all develop just a little bit different, and so it gives us a lot to work with. And this is it's a 100% cab that was small lot production that goes into barrels, and then we go through all the clones and all the barrels and do a barrel selection to select just the best lots to put into the wine. So this is Cabernet Sauvignon from Kurt's Vineyard.
Yeah, and since I've started working here, which is a number of years now, I've really fallen in love with that San Lucas AVA, and in particular, these blocks really showcase, you know, people are afraid of Cab in Monterey, but this is so lush, and especially in a ripe year, it's a stellar wine that can really hold up for me to any other region in the world. So it's really a pleasure to work with, and as Dave said, we really go and barrel select, and these are, you know, the vineyard puts a lot of effort into these rows, this particular block. We select the best barrels, the best wines after they develop for many months in barrel. So it's a really special wine to be able to produce here and really represent Monterey County.
Yeah, very small production. It's about 100 cases produced total. So it's got some great complexity. It's 100% French oak, and you know, the different clones offer some really some broad spectrum of fruit character, and it's a very dark fruit, dark berry, dark cherry, blueberry. I get a lot of blueberry in it, and which for me is that San Lucas Cabernet is just always pops the dark blueberry and black cherry fruit, and it's just kind of surrounded with a little bit of French oak spice, a little bit of vanilla.
Vanilla, a little coffee, yeah, a little spice like licorice also. And there's a lot of complexity coming from a really nice oak we put onto that wine also. So
Yeah,
we
it's a very
support
rich
that
wine.
fruit.
Very rich wine, yeah, but that fruit really would go with some, with, you know, any kind of rich food, dish. So, so that's our tasting. Hope you enjoyed it. Sauvignon Blanc and Cabernet Sauvignon from Monterey. Thank you.
Bye.